Okay, we're excited to get going on Saturday versus a good Southern Miss team, and we're take some things that we've did well and did not do well in the exhibition game last Friday. We've continued to try to work on those and improve, and looking forward to getting on the court on Saturday and seeing some of the areas that we need to continue to improve on, continue to get better, and looking forward to getting on the floor Saturday.
Josh, you have been happy with your offense. They moved, flowed very, very well. You've obviously tweaked the offense. Was that a point of emphasis at any point during the offseason, getting faster, getting a little more free-flowing?
Yeah, Leroy, a few things. One is I was happy with the way we played offensively. I mean, scoring 107 points was good. I thought we moved the ball well. We didn't let it stick, which has been a really big part of, the program for me here through our time is has been, high assist on made field goals. Making the extra pass, the open man's the go-to man. And I did not think, last year we did a good enough job on that. We were better later in the part of the year. So I liked where we started at, but we got to keep that same philosophy and moving forward, meaning that we've got to move the ball, we got to have a guy in motion, we got to have movement, ball movement, player movement. Defensively, we did not do a good job in transition defense, nor did we do a good job in guarding the three. And we have to do better in that, which I believe we spent a lot of time on it, and we're going to have to get better at it, especially against Southern Miss on Saturday.
Josh, with so much newness and so many new guys and so many questions going into the season, do you sense from them that there's been so many questions about the team that they're ready for Saturday? So there was the scrimmage, there was the exhibition game, but now the wins and losses start to go on your way. Do you sense from them that they're ready to go? Yeah,
they're ready to go. I mean, we're ready to play. I'm ready to play some games. I mean, it's time to play, and that way you all, when I say you all, the media and the fans can talk about our product on the floor, and I believe that we will have a good product that will play the right way and play hard and compete and be a fun team to watch. So looking forward for us to get on the floor Saturday, and we're honoring Gene Carlisle as well too, so it'll be a good day of celebration of his life before the game.
There's been a lot of history between these two programs.
Yep.
Going back, so you guys know each other quite well. It's been a couple of years, but as you look at this Southern Miss team that struggled last year, what's your expectation as you get ready for the opening?
Well, I mean, Doc Sadler is a dear, dear friend. I love Doc Sadler. He's the head coach at Southern Miss. Love him. One of the great guys in the business. One of the very, very great guys in the business, and just one of the fine human beings as well too. I love Doc and Coach Sadler, and he's been very successful at where he's been, both at head coach at UTEP and head coach at Nebraska, and now at Southern Miss. So. And his teams play hard, they compete, they get after it, they run good stuff. So we know we're going to have to play well. But more than that, it's about us making sure that we continue to get better and that we see improvement. I thought there was improvement from our scrimmage to Lemoyne-Owen, and we need to see improvement from Lemoyne-Owen to Southern Miss, and that's what we're looking at with us as coaches.
It's obviously outside of your control, and I know you only worry about stuff you control. Does it bother you that there seems to be maybe some apathy about the team this year, and just kind of like, we're going to sit back and wait and see about them?
No, I mean, for most of the people I've talked to, I mean, everyone's excited, and this gives us an opportunity to undersell and overperform, and I think that's kind of what we got to look at, and people want to get us on the floor and see what their product is, and because it's their team. So we just got to go out there and play the right way and play hard and compete and get after it. And I do believe once the Tiger Nation sees their team, they're gonna fall in love with this group. And so this, like I said, this just gives us an opportunity to undersell and overperform.
With a game like Oklahoma on Tuesday, do you have to guard against saying, hey, we got Southern Miss, but Oklahoma's Tuesday, or it's the status of this?
It's just we're one game at a time. We just want to win Saturday. and that's all we can focus on. And we're just taking that approach, and kind of to steal a line from Coach Fuente, just want to be 1-0 on Saturday, and one game at a time. So that's really what we want to do. That's what our focus is. We're not in a position where we can look past anyone. Our focus right now, more than actually Southern Miss, our focus is just really about us being better, improving from Lemoyne Owen to this game. We need to see improvements in the areas that we need to see, and the areas that we did well, we need to continue to see us doing well in the areas that I felt we did well.
Is the biggest concern your three-point defense? Because obviously early on, you've been talking about it.
Yeah, Mike, we've been good in guarding the three-point shot. I mean, that's been a big stickler of mine defensively. We have not been good the 2 times we've been on the court defensively in the scrimmage and versus Lemoyne on guarding the 3, and we have to do better than that. And that will be something that we need to really be better at it. And that being said, we can't overextend our defense too much because we don't have that shot blocker. We're like Austin Nichols, who's the 4th leading shot blocker last year, or we had DJ Steffens, or we had those type of guys that could protect us in the back. We maybe not have that as much, so we've got to really, that's why I always talk about we can't be in scramble mode or full rotations. We got to keep the floor shrunk so we're not getting ourselves so spread out and they're driving it on us, and and they're able to either, 1, get us in foul trouble, or 2, because without that rim protector that we've had. So we got to guard the 3. The guy guarding the 3 has got to take the 3 out, but the other 4 guys have got to guard the basketball, keep it in there tight, shrink the floor, and make it really look crowded. So we got to trust our help and be in the right position.
How do you feel about your rotation? Do you, in your mind, have a rotation out, or is that still a work in progress?
I got a feel in my mind on what we want to do and how we go moving forward.
You sticking with starters like we talked, like you said? 5?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got more starters than 5, and like I told you, and I've told others that let's not get stuck in who's starting. I think we got to look at, we have more than 5 starters. I've got to make sure there's good balance in everything that we do. I liked our balance coming off the bench. We had a great firepower coming in there. We got more than 5 starters, and I don't think we need to look at starting, who's not starting and who's starting, unless I say for a particular reason because of discipline. Otherwise, I don't think it makes that much of a difference because, like I said, guys are going to play who need to play and get good minutes.
You had signing day yesterday, and I know there's some news today that you can't talk about, but you told us over the summer that a lot of people might not be talking about the Tigers heavily with some big guys, but that you were recruiting some major players. Are you happy with what you were able to haul in, even if you can't talk specifically about a player, but the way the brand was able to land you a quality player? Yeah,
well, we're excited about Jamario Rivers, being here, and I know he signed yesterday, and he's going to be a good player. He's a great athlete, great first step, plays above the rim, tremendous effort and energy guy, he wants to get better, and he's a gym rat, so I'm excited about him. In time, Bill will get the other stuff to you that, per rules. But just overall with our recruiting class, and I've said this many times, is, it's like this year. People, will say, well, the program this, program that. Well, the 2015 recruiting class is the 12th ranked recruiting class in the country. I don't know how many, that means there's only 11 programs who had a better recruiting class than us. 11. Not 111, not 211, 11, for anyone who doesn't do math properly. But that's not anyone here. There might be some people not here who doesn't count up math. But but that being said, so we've done a good job recruiting. We have been perfect. I admit there's at times a mistake here or there, maybe a misevaluation. That falls on me, nobody else. And but I do know that we're going to continue to recruit at a high level, recruit really good players, and we have a good philosophy moving forward, and we're going to continue to recruit at a high level, and I'm excited about the future of the program.
With the struggle of last year and everything like that, to be able to get out, I mean, is the brand still strong? It's still easy to sell this as a basketball program?
The hardest thing to sell is that we're not in a Power 5 conference. That's the hardest thing to sell, is the non-Power 5. And the only thing that makes it harder is when local media just has a negative narrative and other schools use that against you, which I don't always understood when people say they're for Memphis, but then they end up bashing Memphis. And but anyway, that's for here. That's for another time and day to talk about that. But when you go out publicly, nationally, people will, Memphis is a great name. The program's at a very, very high level, and that's just part of it. So we're going to continue to recruit at a high level. My assistant coaches have done a great job, and obviously your best recruiting tool is your players, your current student athletes. They've been excellent. So I've been fortunate to have a great staff as well too.